Don't stay in school.
Cool hair.
I wasn't taught how to get a job, but I can remember dissecting a frog. I wasn't taught how to pay tax, but I know loads about Shakespeare's classics. I was never taught how to vote. They devoted that time to
I have to say, I wouldn't have expected this awesome level of rapping from a guy that looks like that.
I was never taught what laws there are. Let me repeat.
True.
I was not taught.
Should be a law against that hair.
But I know how Henry VIII killed his women.
This is great.
Igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary rocks. Yet I don't know squat about trading stocks or how money works at all. Where does it come from?
I know, we didn't learn about money.
The world function. Didn't learn how much it costs to raise a kid and what an affidavit is, but I spent days on what the quadratic equation is. Negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. That's insane. That's absolutely insane.
It's insane.
They made me learn that over basic first
No
aid.
life application.
The most deadly mental disorders or diseases with preventable causes, or how to buy a house with a mortgage if I could afford it, because abstract maths was deemed more important
Yeah,
than
we need
advice
to
that
think
would
more
literally save
about what we're
thousands of
teaching.
lives.
Absolutely.
But it's cool, because now I could tell you if the number of unnecessary deaths caused by that choice was prime. Could we discuss domestic abuse and the
Nice.
facts, or how to help my depressed friend with a mental state?
This is sad.
No, but learn mental maths, because you won't have a calculator with you every day. They say it's not the kids, the parents are the problem. Then if you taught the kids to parent, that's the problem solved then. All this
Yeah.
advice, I'm only fluent in this language. For serious, the rest of the world speaks too. Do you think I'm an idiot?
This guy has got a lot on his mind.
But I won't take it. I'll tell everyone my childhood was
Man, he's
wasted.
mad.
Share it everywhere how I was educated, and insist these pointless things don't stay in school.
Nice.
That was amazing. Oh, that's what I do. I teach.
I have 3 kids that have already graduated from high school, and it wasn't until after the fact that I'm like, okay, wow, they really don't know about the real world.
So have you ever thought about what this guy was saying about education?
Not until recently, not until now, actually.
Every day as a teacher, I keep saying, how am I going to translate into real life?
As a teacher right now, we see people really teaching to the test. And I know that my students are very frustrated with it.
No one ever taught me how to write a check or how to balance a checkbook. You just learn that by trial and error.
They don't teach us about taxes. They don't teach us about responsibilities. They don't teach us about our credit. They teach us old things like the math, like he was saying, that math with all the square and a B and all that. We don't do that.
So do you agree with his statement?
Not the overall statement like don't stay in school, but I get it as far as school is one outlet of knowledge source.
The problem is there's a lot of information out there. In order to get what that guy was after, you would have to have kids in school for 12 hours a day.
I think it's important. I think we need to offer kids more in the way of technical education, like vocational education.
We do focus a lot on testing and not so much on real life applications, so our kids end up really confused when they graduate.
And what level of school are your children at?
My oldest is going to be a senior this year.
My own kids are in middle school.
I only have one left in high school.
My son is going to the 6th grade, my daughter's going to the 9th grade.
My oldest is in college, and then my youngest is going to be a junior in high school.
My daughter is going to be going to 11th grade. Oh, gosh, I'm so old.
And overall, what do you think about the curriculum that they're learning?
I think it's really good.
Some of it is good, you know, some of it is okay.
I feel like he's gotten a good education.
Could be a lot better.
It's okay. We do need to reassess the way that we look at education and what we're teaching.
The curriculum that they're learning is pretty much academics, and it's like that, the video. This is not really what they're gonna take with them when they leave school.
When you look back at your own education, do you feel it prepared you for life?
Yes, actually, the math part, because of what I do for a living. I'm a machinist.
The best things that I learned in school was to read and write. And I've been told over and over again that if I can write well and communicate with people, that would really serve me well in the real world.
It helps me, like, remember random questions on Jeopardy.
I got a lot of math, got a lot of reading, but with regards to the social skills, things like literally you hear about it, balancing your checkbook, those kinds of things I didn't get.
I didn't learn a lot of stuff that I wish I would. I'm learning from my kids now. The school never prepared me for that.
They didn't prepare me on how to get a job. I don't remember the class of how to get hired. Don't remember that class.
Why do you think we aren't teaching these things in school?
They just want the kids to learn the basics, get them in, get them out.
They don't want to complicate it. They don't have the time.
It's really, really difficult when you or just asking for the entire system to be completely changed?
They feel like it's not important, but they don't understand that it is important.
The state education is getting enough money from our taxes to be able to provide more than what they're providing right now.
In order for my kids to take certain classes, they had to take extra classes. Those are electives. It's not required because they're focusing more on the, reading and writing, which of course is important, but it's not teaching them about what's happening, on CNN when they watch the news.
Because we're so concerned about test taking and scores for school, we have to change the mentality of the way how we think in education. There's plenty of time to teach kids how to be good citizens and how to contribute to the society and the communities around them.
Truth. Other people would say that the school is for academics and the responsibility lies with the parents for life lessons and things of that nature. Do you agree with that statement?
I think it's a partnership.
I think it could be a balance to it. You can't just let the school teach them everything.
If you had that life course at school and kids were coming home talking about that life course and bringing up that stuff to your parents, well, I believe it's a joint effort.
I think that it's the parents' responsibility ultimately, but I also feel that the school, with regards to the reading, writing, and arithmetic, those three things are not good enough.
So do you think that your children are properly prepared for everything in the world off of their schooling?
Yes, I do.
I hope so.
No.
No.
There are some things that you're not going to be able to teach children by talking to them. They're going to have to be put into it.
Actually, looking at that video now, I want to impart as much knowledge as I can and let them, know about the mistakes that I made.
So back to the video, he decided to call his song Don't Stay in School. What do you think about that choice of a title?
Oh, I hate it. I hate it.
Gives a wrong message to some kids that, hey, why should I go to school where I can learn this outside of school?
He's just being over the top. Every kid knows you have to go to school.
I think that it's a kind of a shock value. It's just like, what do you mean don't stay in school? That's just, and then you want to click on the video, you want to see what the hell they're talking about.
I want my own kids to watch that video. I'm gonna search for that one and I'm gonna show it to my kids today.
It's okay because I'm pretty sure after seeing that, he wasn't really trying to say ditch out of school.
So this was made by a young person that started a whole conversation about education between both students and adults. Were you aware that these types of deeper conversations end up happening thanks to a YouTube video?
Not at all. I've been fighting with my daughter over YouTube. I love that side of YouTube. I'm actually now thinking we could just educate our students more with that.
With the existence of YouTube, I had to find a piece with it, and I do bring it into my class. They enjoy seeing something that if you talk about from the real world.
It's amazing how they empower themselves with YouTube. YouTube is powerful.
So last question, what is something you think should change in the current education system for kids that you think will help them enter the real world?
More life situations is what kids are prepared for.
Maybe they should put something that's life skills.
The whole life class, I think that's super important.
I think that their senior year should be really a chance for them to start to explore careers.
I wish there was just a little bit more leeway. Kids don't all learn the same. They don't want to open your dusty books, but at the same exact information and facts were put in a different way. I think they're more open to it.
Let's leave our obsession with competing with the world over test scores. We have more scientists in our society. Let's focus on creating those people, not test takers in this country.
Thanks for watching the first episode of Parents React.
In the comments below, let us know what video we should react to next.
Subscribe. We have new videos every week. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Stay in school.